Raila Odinga's recent expression of disappointment over the cancellation of the Adani Airport deal has sparked conversations across the political landscape, raising important questions about its impact on his political support base. On one hand, Raila's pro-investment stance paints him as a forward-looking, development-conscious leader. His support for public-private partnerships, or PPPs, would attract the urban middle class, business community, and young professionals who yearn for modern infrastructure, job opportunities, and foreign investment.
We are very fortunate. Kenya can become a hub, a big hub. I was very disappointed when we are not able to move on with the airport contract. That was really very unfortunate. You know, we had awarded the Greenfield Airport contract before we left government with Kibaki in 2012. That contract was cancelled. Then it was given again to the same contractor later. But then again cancelled somewhere because of disagreement in the middle. And then now, when we brought in the Adani, they brought all these politics, and then the contract was cancelled. If that is not done, Nairobi will just become dormant. Look at Addis Ababa. It's going, and now they're putting up a new big airport. So Addis Ababa is going to be the hub around. Ethiopian Airlines is the dominant airline now on the continent. Kenya Airways can do the same. Kenya Airways can be the carrier on the continent because South Africa went down. But we are not doing it. You need to find a way. Look at Emirates. The people in the Emirates there do not look at that airline for making profits. It's basically a vehicle bringing investors, tourists, shoppers to the Emirates. KQ can be making losses so long as it's bringing people to our country. See, this is the thing. And put up a big airport in Nairobi. If you don't do it, Rwanda is going to do it. The Kigali will become the hub around here. You can do it here in Nairobi, and Nairobi becomes the hub and becomes the Dubai of Africa.
These voters may now see him as a leader with the economic vision Kenya needs to compete on the global stage. Moreover, Raila's remarks may signal to international investors and development partners that he is ready to engage in progressive economic policies, the kind that can unlock growth without burdening the country with more debt. This could, in the long run, elevate his standing among technocrats, policymakers, and private sector leaders, both at home and abroad. But on the other hand, this position comes with risks. Raila's traditional support base, grassroots voters, small traders, workers in the informal sector, may view his defense of the controversial Adani deal as a betrayal of the common citizen.
The country has seen upheavals in recent days. While there are those praying for more of such turmoil as a possible path to power, there are millions of others working and praying for the nation to overcome, stand, and thrive, no matter our political differences. My position is that leaders are put in place for difficult times to help turn the tide by providing solutions. We are put in place we are not put in place to merely follow the current. The challenge the national executive must impress on its officials is that they consistently ask themselves, are we leading or following the people? In a time of challenges, are we trying to turn the tide merely, or trying to survive by doing what is easy and popular? Are we listening to the people or merely talking at them? From outside, you've seen leaders running away from leading and opting for what is easy and popular. In the budget of 2025-26, we have seen an attempt by the government to address the concerns that led to the upheavals of last financial year. Going forward, the government must look into more avenues for more response to the burdens of the people. This government must do, not in order to be popular or to win the next election, but because it is the right thing to do.
To them, foreign control of critical infrastructure raises fears of job losses, national exploitation, and weakening sovereignty. After all, Raila has built his career on championing the people's cause against questionable deals and government opacity. This sudden shift could leave some loyal supporters confused or disappointed. Political rivals are likely to seize this moment, framing Raila as elitist or worse, as siding with foreign corporations at the expense of ordinary Kenyans. Such narratives could erode trust in regions where unemployment and cost of living are already sensitive issues. Yet, Raila appears aware of these tensions. In his statement, he emphasizes the need for Kenya to reform its PPP legal frameworks, ensuring future partnerships protect the country's interest while attracting credible investors. This may balance public perception, positioning him as both pro-development and pro-sovereignty, a leader who believes Kenya can open its doors to the world without losing control of its destiny. In the short term, this bold stand may stir discomfort among parts of his traditional base, but in the long term, Raila Odinga could gain ground with a new generation of voters, those who value economic pragmatism, innovation, and international competitiveness. The challenge, however, remains clear: how to convince the ordinary Kenyan that these partnerships are for their good and not just for foreign billionaires or political elites. The coming days and Raila's ability to shape this narrative will determine whether this statement was a political risk worth taking or a costly misstep in the race for national leadership. Thank you for watching Inside the Calling.